NBC5 responds tonight. A North Chicago man who relies on a wheelchair and 24/7 care in a nursing home says he suddenly lost his medical coverage and he had no idea why. NBC5 Responds investigator PJ Randhawa looks into how this could happen and what you need to know so your Medicaid coverage doesn't lapse.
Paul Paoli and his brother Louis have always been close.
He's my younger brother. And better looking brother.
Several health issues mean Louis lives in a nursing home and relies on Medicaid administered through county care.
Right now he's in a wheelchair, but he's been doing occupational therapy.
And that means Paul's role has shifted from simply brotherhood.
I'm his caretaker and power of attorney and all that kind of stuff.
But in January, Louis got some surprising news at the nursing home.
He said, hey, some lady just came by and said I'm no longer on county care. I'm like, well, what are you talking about?
Louis relied on Medicaid for over 2 decades, and suddenly it was gone.
What would that have meant for him and his care going forward?
I would have been making room in my house, I guess. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, his family.
Do you think it would have delayed his recovery?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Paul spent weeks investigating and finally found out why. Louis needed to reapply for Medicaid. Illinois Healthcare and Family Services Director Elizabeth Whitehorn explains this redetermination process could catch some people off guard because it just resumed for the first time since the pandemic.
For a lot of our customers, who some of them may be going through it for the first time, because if they only got on Medicaid during the pandemic, this would be the first time they're doing it.
Whitehorn says Medicaid beneficiaries are notified via mail, but Paul says his brother never received that letter.
He never received a notice that, hey, by the way, you better reapply because you're going to lose your benefits. And I'd been managing his mail, and, then because of that, he got knocked off of the Medicaid.
So one piece of missed mail could have meant no more Medicaid.
Exactly.
Even though Paul says he wasn't notified, Medicaid told NBC5 Responds it will reach out to you directly by mail if you're at risk of losing your coverage. After dozens of emails and hours on the phone, Paul was eventually able to get Louis's Medicaid coverage restored, a lifeline he'll need for the foreseeable future.
It's still not 100% sure, when he's going to be able to move back home. Because you got to do all the basic things. You got to be able to go to the bathroom. You got to go take a shower. He's dealing with his own stuff, but he is appreciative. Sometimes I got to yank it out of him.
According to County Care's, enrollees who lose coverage have a 90-day window to get it reinstated. To avoid losing coverage, let DHS know if your address or contact information has changed. You can do that through their website. Finally, starting next year, certain changes from the federal Big Beautiful Bill Act will take effect, meaning Medicaid beneficiaries will now be required to go through the redetermination process every 6 months. PJ Randhawa, NBC5 Responds.